welcome to Breakfast at the Ballpark here at the Rail Yard Games at the Brewstein Invitational. Our first of 5 games this morning is going to feature the Pea Ridge Blackhawks taking on your Heritage High School War Eagles. At this time, we introduce the starting lineups for this morning's game. We'll begin with the Blackhawks from Pea Ridge. Leading off and playing center field is number 2, Lexi Vigil. Hitting second in left field, number 3, Tilly Garcia. Batting third at second base, number 20, Zaylee Warden. Hitting fourth and catching, number 8, Mackenzie Whalen. Hitting fifth and playing shortstop, number 4, Hope Conkler. Batting sixth is the first baseman, number 22, Tegan Mahurin. Hitting seventh and pitching, number 15, Abigail Rogers. Batting eighth is the designated player, number 19, Stella Blount. Hitting ninth and playing third base, number 7, Paisley Tillman. And at flex in right field, number 12, Kennedy Carey. Now welcome the starting lineup for the Heritage High School War Eagles. Leading off and playing third base, number 13, Libby Casto. Batting second and pitching, number 4, Jocelyn Strickland. Batting third is the right fielder, number 20, Lillian Hagedorn. Hitting fourth and catching, number 22, Carly Earl. Hitting fifth is the shortstop, number 22, Sydney Gaffney. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 8, Izzy Mayhew. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 7, Tegan Holt. Hitting eighth is the DP, number 19, Belle Newman. Hitting ninth in left field, number 1, Destiny Soriano. And flexing out in center field, number 6, Maddie Hughes. Your War Eagles are coached by Rodney Bowen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise if you are able and turn your attention to our nation's flag in right center field as we honor America this morning with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again for joining us out here at the Rail Yard Games at the Brewstein Invitation. It's Blackhawks against War Eagles. Let's play ball.
If we can just get him to run the cameras, we would send all these kids home.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The voice you hear to my left is Jerry Pittman. My name is Darren. With me to his left is local legend Taylor Tinsley. And welcome, as I said before, to Breakfast at the Ball Yard. This gives me old travel ball vibes right here, that 8 a.m. pool play game on a Saturday morning. Here is your War Eagle battery this morning. Behind the dish, number 24, Carly Earl. And in the circle, number 4, Jocelyn Strickland.
Both teams basically wearing the same uniforms this morning.
It does. It's going to look like an inter-squad scrimmage to those of you at home. What I will tell you is, obviously, the War Eagles are wearing white with navy pinstripes, whereas the Blackhawks are wearing white with black pinstripes. Leading off for the Blackhawks, center fielder Lexi Vigil. It is Vigil, Tilly Garcia, and Zaylee Warden leading it off for the Blackhawks. And the first pitch is bunted foul on top of the dugout. And that's the way we get going here on day 2 of the Bruce Dean Invitational. Just 2 games last night. Harbor played in both of them, took care of business. They beat Scranton, then they beat Gravett. That one, again, slapped foul down the third base line. First of 5 games we're going to be doing right here from the booth, Coach Tinsley.
Yes, sir.
It's entirely too much time for Coach Tinsley to be spending with me, but I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it.
The 0-2 is wasted outside for a ball by Jocelyn Strickland. Ball 2 low and away. This, as usual, is a good Pea Ridge team that kind of punches above their weight class in terms of their division. That one looped foul towards the dugout. Libby Castro giving it a chase, makes a nice catch. Kind of overran it. It spanned back on her, and she made a nice play. That's first out of the ball game, recorded by Libby Castro. Now batting the left fielder, Tilly Garcia. In stands Tilly Garcia. Old friend of ours, Tilly Garcia. Tilly played for me for about 3 or 4 years on the travel circuit. She was at Rogers. Took advantage of the transfer portal to get to Pea Ridge this year. She's on her way to Williams Baptist to play collegiately next year. Mom Veronica is a teacher in the Rogers School District. That one driven to left. That's going to get over the head of Soriano and off the wall. Tilly's around first. She's on her way to second with a 1-out double. A little something brewing for the Blackhawks here with 1 out in the first. Next batter is the second baseman, Zaylee Warden. And again, we've seen these Blackhawks for years in the regional finals, all the way to state finals along the way. They've been led in the past few years by Amory Bolin, who's now doing her work at Central Arkansas. I saw her on TV pitching against Arkansas this year. She's not there anymore, but very capable. Have a good pitcher in Abigail Rogers behind. That has just been waiting her turn behind Emery. She's now getting a lot of the main innings, and she's pitching this one this morning. 2-0 the count from Jocelyn. Foul back, big swing right there. Good swing by Zaylee Warden. And you'll see, too, the lineup is deep and strong. We saw a lot of them on the travel circuit for a lot of years. Good matchup, good test for our War Eagles. That one popped high in the air to right field. Lillian Hagedorn says she's got it, and she makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Great to see Lillian Hagedorn back. She had been gone. She did play down in Fayetteville. She'd been recovering from a back injury. Very key part of this team. She's working her way back in, hopefully get to the circle soon, too. Next batter's the catcher, Mackenzie Whalen.
I was about to ask, will she get the pitch?
She's working, so obviously you got to build it back up. She hasn't been working for the last few months. Change up, drilled to center field. That's right at Maddie Hughes. She puts it away. The double is stranded at second base. We've played a half inning. Pea Ridge, nothing. War Eagles coming up. Casto, Jocelyn Strickland, and Lillian Hagedorn. A different look for our War Eagle lineup tonight. If you're used to watching us, very common to see Libby Casto and Jocelyn at the top. And then, of course, we mentioned Lillian making her way back into the lineup. She slides into the 3-hole. First one from Abigail Rogers is outside. 1 ball to Libby Casto. But then it's been a week that we could have taken advantage of this week. We went 0-2 this week against teams that we really kind of need to build some ground on. That one fouled back and out of play. 1-1 the count. This is the equivalent of putting the shock paddles on. If you're watching The Pit, if you're watching Grey's Anatomy at home, Coach Bowen just trying to restart things here just a little bit, get things back on track here this weekend. That one sails high from Abigail Rogers.
Where do we stand in conference right now?
I mean, I think we're in the 5 spot today, and we're in good position for the playoffs. What a win against West or Fayetteville would have done is help you with seeding. There's a good hard strike curveball. 2-2 the count, because the league is really, everybody's played everybody one time through now. The league has really started to take shape. Bentonville and Harbor has separated themselves at the top of the league. Those are probably the top 2 seeds. Fouled back by Libby. And then you have a group of 3, 4, 5, 6 in some order of Fayetteville, West, us, and Rogers. Rogers actually took a loss to Northside the other night, which opened that up. And those are the teams that are going to be playing for positioning, the 3, 4, 5, 6 spots, which all make the playoffs. Good job, Libby, right there, just fouling that one off, fighting it over towards the dugout, just staying alive. What you'll want to avoid, Coach, is the 6 seed, because the 6 seed gets the 3 seed in the Central, which looks like Conway. And Conway has a pitcher, the same one that beat us in the playoffs last year, 1-0 in 8 innings. She's really good. You'd like to avoid her. Sails outside right there. Libby, good at bat working. She's fought her way all the way back. Full count now. So the goal is certainly to get above that.
Definitely.
And we're going to use these at bats in this tournament this weekend to get us back up there. Again, if you're just joining us, that's popped up over towards the shortstop. Conkler makes the call and the catch. Libby's retired for the first out of the inning. If you're just joining us, this is not a scrimmage. They are both in white pins. Such is tournament play. Next batter's the pitcher, Jocelyn Strickland. Both teams playing multiple games today, so. Just coincidence they're both in pins against each other this morning. First pitch is on the outside edge and fouled back by Jocelyn. Jocelyn, one of this group of 4 seniors we've talked about a lot. Invaluable member of this program. Pitched a lot of innings this year, particularly with the absence of Hagedorn. That ball high. 1-1 the count. And she has been penciled in the top of the War Eagle lineup for 4 years in a row. On her way to Northeastern State in Tahlequah. Fouls that one away. 1-2 now, the count on Jocelyn. Driven to right field, pretty well hit. Right fielder drifts over towards the line and makes the catch. That's the flex, Kennedy Carey. She puts it away. First 2 gone for the War Eagles here in the first. Now batting number 20, Lillian Hagedorn. And in steps aforementioned Lillian Hagedorn. Again, great to have Lillian back. She would have been penciled into the top half of this lineup and a lot of innings in the circle before she got set back by injury. That one down the left field line and out of play. And I think she may be back a little ahead of schedule, honestly. So she'll be working her way back into full playing shape. See her right here, penciled in the 3-hole in right field. 1-1 the count to Hagedorn. Carly Earl waits on deck. Couldn't do it without you, Jerry. Grounded to first and says foul. Just barely foul, and that's a break for the War Eagles. Would have been an easy play for Tegan Mahiran just to pick it up, step on first.
And those of you watching at home, we joke because Darren has about 6 jobs up here. I have 1 job, and the ball striking out. So Darren does a
Sometimes
great
only
job.
that one job is hard to do. That one almost the same ball. Picked up again by the first baseman, but in foul territory. 1-2 the count to Lillian again. They keep giving me extra jobs until they find one I'm good at. Oh, and the strike 3 call got the benefit of the outside corner there. Down goes Hagedorn, and down go the War Eagles. 1-2-3 to end the first. We've played an inning, no score. Back here in just a minute.
Yeah.
That's like, good luck.
Yes.
Blackhawks a shortstop, Hope Conkler. 5, 6, 7 for the Blackhawks. Hope Conkler, Tegan Mahurin, Abigail Rogers. Same pitch that ended the bottom of the first right there, just off that outside edge. Outside corner to the left-hander appears open. 0-1 the count. That one a little bit too far.
And in this tournament, what's the time limit?
145. We're playing an hour and 45. So, yeah, unlike normal games that do not have a time limit, we will not start an inning after an hour and 45 minutes. We started this one in basically straight up 8 o'clock. So, we don't have an exact start time, but we will come close. Swing and a miss, 1-2 the count. Here comes a 1-2 from Jocelyn off the outside edge. Swing and a miss. Hit that corner. Swing and a miss for the batter. First out gone here in the second. Next batter, number 22, Tegan Mahurin. First baseman, Tegan Mahurin, another left-hander, steps in. That one fouled down the third base line. You notice with 5 games going on, I've chosen to not be as assertive with the foul ball.
Yeah. You're pacing yourself.
I seem to be.
Yeah.
I seem to be. Not on my A game here at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Again, it's like you've got 5 or 6 jobs to do.
Fouled it, and then just to spite me, she fouls it off again down the third base line. 0-2 the count. Never fails, Jerry. Nice work by Jocelyn getting ahead of the count right here. Looped again. Mahurin. 3 balls in a row down the left field, lining out a play. Right at the third baseman, Casto, off her glove. She picks it up. On at first is Mahurin. Hard shot right at Casto, unable to keep it in the glove. Runner aboard with 1 out. Next batter's the pitcher, Abigail Rogers.
I gave her a hit on that.
I think
Hard hit
so.
ball.
I mean, you mentioned too, or I mentioned earlier, like a different look defensively. Libby hasn't spent a lot of time there. She's been at second base most of the year. when you're playing at third as opposed to the middles, it actually changes your viewpoint. And I'll explain that just a little bit here. That one popped up towards Sydney. She makes the call. Those happy feet a little bit always make Dad nervous, but she puts it away with no problem. 2 outs in the inning. Now batting number 19, Stella Blount. But when you're playing one of the middles, you actually can visualize the ball coming in the entire way, and you can get a clean read. When you're playing on the corner, when you're playing third, that ball high from Jocelyn, you cannot track the ball from pitcher. Like, you literally are just looking into plate. And so just the reaction time is just a little bit different, picking it up a little bit different. And I think it just snuck up on Libby right there. Ball 2, 2-0 the count. Talking with Sydney. If you're from P Ridge, you don't know, the shortstop's my girl, Sydney Gaffney. That's me. I'm Darren. We talk about it all the time. Like, she's played a lot of third this year, and she's gotten to the point where she enjoys it. But when you're at short, swing and a miss right there, 2-1 the count. Good work by Jocelyn getting back in it. You have the ability to see the pitch the entire way, know the location of the pitch the entire way, and you have a little bit more time to pick a hop. Just a little bit different feel over there at the hot corner at third.
I was about to say, they don't call it the hot corner for nothing.
Good pitch right there by Jocelyn on the inside edge and at the knees. 2-2 the count, 2 outs in the inning. Little high curve ball. That's what Jocelyn kind of uses as her riser. Up and out, just fouled away by Stella Blount. Nice work by Blount. Just to stay alive. Runner on first is Mahurin. 2 outs in the inning. That one fisted foul down the third base line. Got in on the hands of the hitter right there. Just a gentle breeze out of the southeast this morning here at the ballpark. Swing and a miss. Down goes the hitter. Runner left at first. None across. We head to the bottom of the second. P Ridge nothing. War Eagles coming up. Number 24, Carly Earl. 4, 5, 6 for the War Eagles. Today, that's Carly Earl, Sydney Gaffney, and Izzy Mayhew. Will stand in against the right-hander, Abigail Rogers. Strike over the outside edge. 2 hits in the game so far. Both of them belong to P Ridge. 1 in each inning, so no damage is done. Off the plate inside, 1-1 the count. War Eagles looking to get it going offensively. Quiet week. Just 2 runs on Tuesday, just a run on Thursday. That one drilled to left. Going to get to the left fielder on a couple hops. Nicely done by Carly Earl. She is aboard, leading off this second inning. No courtesy runner coming for Carly. Now batting, number 22, Sydney Gaffney.
As a coach, not a dad here, do you bunt Sid here or get away?
He hasn't bunted her a lot this year. She used to do a lot of short game work. She's been swinging the bat pretty well. There's your answer. Bunted it really hard. Foul. Don't know that bred a lot of confidence in the next one, but we'll see. But again, just a point, just to try and kickstart the offense just a little bit, get a run across, try and get that runner in scoring position. She shows bunt again, pulls it back. 1-1 the count. Certainly aren't going to get the benefit of surprise right now. Paisley Tillman, the third baseman, standing right on top of Sydney as the pitch got to the plate. Carly with good speed on first. Could see a bit of a different play here. Sydney gets the bunt down, and it's a good one. Third baseman up and on to first. Sacrifice is good. On to second is Carly Earl. Sydney did her job. Now it's going to be up to the hitters behind her to produce this run. Now batting second baseman, Izzy Mayhew. In stands Izzy Mayhew, who has first forced her way into the lineup with what she's done offensively. She's been playing some left field, which hasn't been her history. She's playing second base today, which is a little bit more comfortable for her, but she's there to swing the bat. She shows bunt, pulls it back off the outside edge. That one not a sacrifice. Izzy's got some athleticism. Coach Bowen trying to put some pressure on these Blackhawks. Tegan Holt waits on deck. Grounded down the third baseline. Early on this Saturday, we're challenging the home plate umpire with a couple of those plays down the line. They've been pretty close. That one clearly foul. Fisted toward short. In comes the shortstop Conkler, and she puts it away for the second out of the inning. It's going to be up to Tegan. Now batting, number 7, Tegan Holt. Tegan Holt stands in. She's got it going offensively a little bit in the last week and a half. Took her a little bit of time to get that timing back from getting off the basketball floor. Good spot right there just off the plate for ball 1. Carly aboard at second. Driven to right, but into the glove of the second baseman, Zaylee Warden. Carly Earl stranded at second. War Eagles go scoreless in the second. We go to the third, still no score. Leading off for the Blackhawks, third baseman Paisley Tillman. Paisley Tillman, and then back to the top of the order, 4P Ridge here in the third. Jocelyn scattered 2 hits across 2 innings to this point. There's a good hard strike over the outside edge from Jocelyn. 0-1 the count. Fouled away by Tillman off the netting. And a different look defensively for the War Eagles. Carly behind the plate in this one. 3 games today. Nobody was going to catch all of them, most likely, when you stack 3 games on top of themselves. Carly's been really good back there. Grounded over towards first. Teagans picks it up. Quick flip to Izzy, covering, got it. Nice work by Izzy getting there. Awkward little exchange just with how close they were together, but nicely done by the War Eagles, and the leadoff hitter is gone. Next batter's the leadoff hitter, Lexi Vigil. Center fielder, left-handed hitter. You can see the War Eagles adjusting to the slapper defense here. All of our infielders going to be ahead of the baselines against a speedy leadoff hitter, Vigil. That one will make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. Way up and in for ball 1 from Jocelyn to start the at-bat. Bunted hard towards Libby at third, and it's going to go foul. You can see the speed and athleticism by Vigil there. She gets it on the ground. It's going to be a really tough get. These jerseys are both even Nike pinstripes. Like, this is like you literally the only difference is the navy versus the black.
Even
And
that's
as a
hard to
man of a
tell.
certain age, Jerry, that's not much difference for me. 2-1 the count. 1 out in the inning. This is the Blackhawk leadoff hitter. On deck is Tilly Garcia. She has one of the 2 Blackhawk hits. 3-1 the count from Jocelyn. Good pitch on the outside edge. Count goes full. Grounded towards second.
Oh,
nice
nice.
stop by Izzy. Not going to be a play there. Well played by Izzy Mayhew. Not going to be able to get the speedy Lexi Vigil. She is aboard with 1 out here in the second. Next batter is the left fielder, Tilly Garcia. Tilly doubled hard over the left fielder's head, first time up. Shows bunt, but pulls back. Lifted towards center field. That's where Maddie plays. She makes the call and the catch for the second out of the inning. Next batter is the second baseman, Zaylee Warden. In steps Warden. With 2 outs in the inning, I would almost expect Vigil to be on the move here at first. Try and put a play on, get her in scoring position. Warden shows bunt. Maybe got the outside edge, but up. Ball 1. Warden strongly built, right-handed hitter. Second baseman for the Blackhawks. That one driven down the right field line. That one on top of the batting cage and out of play. Count evens at 1. If you are sitting at home and a fan of softball, come on out. We've got 4 more of these to go after this. We will play at 10, 12, 2, and 4. When I say we, I don't mean we as either of these teams. War Eagles have 2 more, though, today. We will play Scranton at noon. We will play Farmington at 2. Really good games for the War Eagles. When you step out of non-conference and you play teams of quality of Pea Ridge, Farmington, and Scranton. Oh, ball off the glove. The shortstop was going to be late anyway. Vigil had it stolen. Did not advance further. Into scoring position with 2 outs for Zaylee Warden. Lofted down the line and right, heading towards the fence. Was almost right on the fence. Falls harmlessly foul. Full count now, 2 outs. Mentioned that I didn't finish my story on the Scranton game. So Scranton, a 1A school, which again, speaking of P Ridge punching above their weight class, they were the 1A runner-up last year. So when you come here, they are a talented team as well. So really, really good test. Going to be a good day for our War Eagles. And just a good day of softball here at the Bruce Dean Invitational. Inside edge, but low. On her way to first is Warden. Next batter will be the catcher, Mackenzie Whalen. So Whalen stands in, 2 aboard and 2 outs. Jocelyn so far has scattered 3 hits. That's the first walk of the ball game. A little bit up and out. Ball 1 to Mackenzie Whalen. Shortstop Hope Conkler waits on deck. We want to take care of this one right here. That one fouled back and out of play. Popped on the right side. Trailing over it is Izzy Mayhew. She makes a nice catch. Made a couple nice plays in that inning, did Izzy Mayhew. 2 runners stranded. We've played 2.5. We are still scoreless. War Eagles coming up looking for runs. Had a daughter go through here.
Yeah. Yeah, really good player.
Leading it off for the War Eagles, number 19, Belle Newman. So in stands Belle Newman. She's a DP today. Fun fact, she is the cousin of Blackhawk left fielder Tilly Garcia. Getting an opportunity to play against each other this morning. Swings through the first one. It's 0-1. Home run power from the right side for Newman. Fouls that one away. Quickly 0-2. Off the outside edge. Tried to get her to chase, but she wouldn't. 1-2 the count. On deck batter is Destiny Soriano. Fouls that one away off the fists. Count remains 1-2. Belle, the DP today. She is one of our War Eagle pitchers. She's thrown a lot of the JV games this year. She'll be a factor in the circle for sure a year from now. Gives the corner that time. Tough pitch to handle right there. Down goes Bell, and he goes to Destiny with one out. Now batting number 1, Destiny Soriano. War Eagles still looking for the secret sauce of trying to get the offense going here. Bunted back to the pitcher. A little bit too hard on to first with Rogers. Zaylee Warden covering. First two quickly gone for the War Eagles here in the third. Now batting third baseman Libby Casto. Here's Libby, who stands in, has done an excellent job as a War Eagle leadoff hitter this year. Got off to a sizzling start, was batting over 600 for a period of time. Puts together a lot of tough at-bats, draws walks, makes good contact. Ball 2 outside. War Eagles looking for a base runner right here in front of the Thunder and Jocelyn Strickland. Chase that one just a little bit, swings through it. Coach Bowen told a few hitters here trying to stay away from that ball up in the zone. We talk about that riser all the time. Only one way to hit it, Coach. What is it?
Don't swing.
Thank you. My job here is done. If Sydney's heard it once from me, she's heard it 100 times from me.
Yep.
It's just a hard ball to handle. The difficult thing is it looks so good, like coming out of the hand, because softball, when the ball comes from the hip, it looks like it's very hittable, and it just continues to ride up. Line foul by Libby. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the leadoff hitter, Casto. That one down and in the turf. 3-2 the count. Would definitely take ball 4 here and a base runner in front of Jocelyn. Here's the full count from Abigail Rogers. Drilled into left center field. That gets down. Should be a double. It is. It's going to go to the wall. Libby there standing with a 2-out double. Nice work right there by Libby Casto. Now batting the pitcher, Jocelyn Strickland. Jocelyn with an opportunity to do damage and help her own cause right here. Smooth, sweet swing and line drive right there by Libby Casto. Change up and a good one floated over the outside edge for strike 1. Jocelyn just let that one slide by, knowing hoping she's going to get a better one to hit. Off the inside edge. 1-1 the count. I'm a big War Eagle homer, but I love that pitch sequence. A change up right there, the outside edge. She went inside with a fastball. 1-1. That one drilled to left center and deep. Carrying, gone! It's a 2-run homer for Jocelyn Strickland. An inning that started harmlessly, first 2 out, a double from Casto, a home run from Strickland, and the War Eagles lead it 2-0. Getting extended. Little Gap Bandry dropped a bomb on me with the pitcher's mound visit here.
I always thought that was you got the farm for me. And that's my era.
Now batting for the War Eagles, number 20, Lillian Hagedorn. So 2 runs on the board now, and Lillian trying to restart it. Tried to check her swing, but couldn't. Back-to-back big swings towards that left center field gap right there. Double by Casto, homer by Strickland. In steps Lillian Hagedorn. Chance to restart the inning. Could do the same thing here again. Get on board for Carly. Carly can do it too. That one grounded towards pitcher. Rogers picks it up, flips it underhanded to first, but damage done for the War Eagles. 2 runs on 2 hits. We've played 3. War Eagles lead it 2-0. Five, six, seven. Hope Conkler, Tegan Mahurin, Abigail Rogers stand in against Jocelyn, who has given us 2-run lead. There's ball to Casto. Casto up across the diamond. Nicely played by Libby. Good stretch by Tegan. Get the speedy shortstop out by a step. Leadoff hitter gone here in the 4th. Next batter is the first baseman, Tegan Mahurin. Just flying right along, as you mentioned, Coach, here in the 4th already. We've just played 45 minutes in this one. Looped into the hole between short and third. Clean single for Tegan Mahurin. She's aboard with 1 out. Going to be a long day for these War Eagles. They had a 6:30 report time here at the field to get ready for this 8 o'clock game. And for many of them, it is ending with a prom dance tonight. It is prom night at Heritage. So after they play the 2 o'clock, Sydney's going to be going home and doing a quick change so she can go get pictures taken by 5 o'clock. Dinner, dance. Just going to be a great Saturday for these young ladies. Just a full one.
Full.
They will. I may not see Sydney awake tomorrow. She'll get up and go to church, and it'll probably be it. Door will be closed the rest of the day tomorrow.
Will you get to do pictures and all that?
They're going to be taken.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully, I'm going to get there. They're supposed to come to our house, I think, between. So at least that's the plan. Our house conveniently located close to the school, so we can do those kind of things. Almost like we planned that when we bought it 10 years ago. 2-0 the count to the pitcher, Abigail Rogers. Ball high, 3 balls, no strikes. And it's ball 4. Those just missing up. Same miss. Jocelyn will make that adjustment here. But for now, 2 aboard. Now batting number 19, Stella Blunt.
Get it, Destiny.
Lifted to left, Destiny camps under it. She makes the call and the catch. 2 gone in the inning. Runners have to stay put. Next batter is the third baseman, Paisley Tillman. Want to take care of this one right here. This is the bottom of the Blackhawk order. Speedy Lexi Vigil waits on deck. One and one the count. That one sails just a little bit high. 2 and 1 the count. And as we mentioned, this is most likely a release point issue or just a little bit of adjustment. That's why you see Coach Mack coming out of the dugout right here, because this is something he can just tell his senior, just say, hey, Jocelyn, this is what I'm seeing. She can make that little quick adjustment. Go and attack this hitter, Paisley Tillman, right here. Holder breaks up. Slapping 5s around the infield. We'll reset. It is 2 and 1 on the third baseman, Paisley Tillman. Sails high, 3 and 1 the count. Can blame Coach Mack on that. What he said was that one didn't work. Anything further from here has got to be on Jocelyn. And sails high again. Ball 4, the bases are now loaded. The good news is there's a force at every base. You don't have to get Vigil out at first, but nowhere to put her as well. Next batter is the leadoff hitter, Lexi Vigil. Force at every base. There are a lot of pinstripes on the turf right now. Like, look at that, it is everywhere. Looped off the netting. This is a big at bat in this ball game right here. We are at the midway point of this ball game. If we can get an out right here, we'll keep that momentum going into the bottom of the 4th. Base hit here could score 2. Looped, foul down the third base line. Quality effort right there by P Ridge coach Josh Reynolds, trying to barehand that line drive. Harbor Wildcats pulling into the ballpark, going through the gates this morning. They will play next against these P Ridge Blackhawks. Here is the 0-2 to Vigil. Off the edge, nice work there, just extended. You could just see the slapping extending of the bat just to try and stay alive on that ball off the plate. Nice pitch by Jocelyn. We will do the 0-2 again. She swings through it. War Eagles had a play on, but strike 3 it is. Down goes the hitter, Vigil. Don't need that 4th out of the inning. Nice work by Jocelyn Strickland. We have played 3.5. War Eagles lead it 2-0. Carly, Sydney, Izzy to get us going here in the bottom of the fourth. Midway through this one, again, we are on an hour 45 time limit, so we got just a little under an hour to finish this one. In good shape to play all seven. Carly grounds it to third, across the infield. First pitch, one out. Now batting the shortstop, Sydney Gaffney. In steps Sydney. That one grounded over to short. Conkler up with it, has to throw it across the diamond. It's going to get by. Tough play. You get the runner at first. Sydney on her way to second. She's going to be there, standing at second. Just one out in the inning. Conkler had to come up and get it. Now batting number 8, Izzy Mayhew. Her father would never encourage you to give that a hit and an error.
I was just about to ask. But I just gave it an error. What do you think?
I mean, I think I like giving my daughter hits. It's a
Oh,
terrible
okay.
question to ask me. There's Luke down the line to left. Garcia picks it up on a couple of hops. Sydney advances to third. I will not be objective in this situation. I will not pretend to. That had a clean single right there for Mayhew. No questions asked on that one. Runners at the corners for one out for Tegan.
I gave her a hit.
Now batting
and an
number 7, Tegan Holt. It really doesn't matter what you give her,
error.
unfortunately. But
Exactly.
runners at the corners now. Chance to stretch this. Tegan drills it down the right field line. That's going to go into the War Eagle bullpen. Sydney's aboard at third. Izzy at first. Good speed on the base paths. Blackhawks are back up the middle. They're content to concede a run to try for a double play. Off the fist from Tegan. Quickly 0-2. Nicely done by Tegan. Conkler picks it up and tags the bag, but that's going to get a run home. It's an excellent play by the shortstop Conkler, but Tegan's going to drive in Sydney. War Eagles add on another. It's now 3-0 here in the fourth. Now batting number 19, Belle Newman. Tegan aboard now with 2 outs in the inning, actually, Coach.
Okay.
Newman drives it on a hop to Tilly Garcia. Runners are going to advance.
Thank you.
Well, you confused me. I'm like, wait a minute. Runner first is number 6, Maddie Hughes, and your batter, the left fielder, Destiny Soriano. Courtesy runner at first is Maddie Hughes. We talked about it a little bit last night on the broadcast. This is DP Flex interacting with one another. They can go back and forth all the time. Maddie Flex and playing center field today, the DP being Belle Newman. She goes in to run here. First pitch is on the inside half. Destiny swings through it. 0-1 the count. Top of the order, and Libby Casto waits on deck. Oh, what a hit would do right here, Coach. Popped up towards the dugout, chasing it, and onto the roof.
It'd be nice to add another run or two here. Base hit.
And it could spring a lot of things when you get back to the top of the order. You're 2 hitters away from Jocelyn. That one popped up. That one looks like it's going to stay in the yard. It does not. Right off of the railing. Nice effort by the catcher, Waylon. hit off that metal railing you can see over there by the dugout. Soriano stays alive. That one looped to center fielder. Lexi Vigil is there. She puts it away, but the War Eagles add another big run. 1 run across, 2 runs are left. We've played 4. War Eagles lead it 3-0. Off for P Ridge, the left fielder, Tilly Garcia. 2-3-4 for the Blackhawks. Garcia with a double to left in the first. Sydney, now we're talking about the bat you see Tilly swinging right here. That is the bomb pop decor of the Easton Ghost. You know, bomb pops like the suckers, the frozen suckers. Or not suckers, popsicles.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the little red, white, and blue decor. Ball 1 up from Jocelyn. We are into the 5th already. There's a strike on the inside edge.
That's not often you get a full 7 innings in
In a time limit game.
Yeah,
we got a good chance. Grounded up the middle. Jocelyn picks it up on a hop, throws it over to Tegan. Garcia is gone here for the first out in the 5th. Next batter's the second baseman, Zaylee Warden. Down and in from Jocelyn to start this at bat. Again, if you're just joining us, first of 5 games here today at the Bruce Dean Invitational. If you're watching us on Game Changer, this is also being streamed live on War Eagle TV on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and search War Eagle TV. The great team here, Coach Mr. Davenport. Some of the very best our school has to offer. Volunteer out here. They do a great job. Make it to where Coach Tinsley and I just have to show up and talk.
That's right.
1-2 the count to the 3-hitter, Zaylee Warden. Dangerous right-handed hitter. Off the pole on a hop to Tegan. Those angles around here, man, sometimes they get... Grounded towards short. 2 hops to Sydney. She throws it across.
Good.
Second out of the inning. First 2 gone. Big response right here by Jocelyn, the heart of this P Ridge order, trying to keep them right here. Next batter is the catcher, Mackenzie Whalen. That one drilled into right center field. Not going to get to that one. Off the wall. Maddie picks it up, throws it into second. It's a 2-out double for Whalen. I don't believe we've had a clean inning yet. Why would we start now, right?
That's right.
Courtesy runners number 27, Peyton Snyder. The batter's the shortstop, Hope Conkler. Runner aboard with 2 outs for Conkler. That one in the turf for ball 1. Jocelyn's gone the whole way. Scattered 5 hits through 4 2/3 at this point. Change up and a good one. Floated over the outside edge. Fooled Conkler with the pace. Easy way to grab a strike right there if you can locate it. 1-1 the count. Got the corner, got the benefit of that edge out there. That edge has been open to left-handers. 1-2 the count. Jocelyn 1 strike away from getting out of it again. Change up, that one floated just a little bit too far outside. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. That one out and down. 3-2 now the count. Base is open for Conkler. The on-deck batter, Tegan Mahurin, I believe, has 2 hits for P. I know she's got 1, and I believe 2 hits already for the Tigers. That one chopped foul. Little slap, chop in the direction of third. Was foul right off the bat. We'll have to do the full count pitch again. Looped towards third. Casto's got it, puts it away. Jocelyn escapes another one. We've played 4.5. War Eagles are coming up. We lead it 3-0. Good strike on the inside edge by Abigail Rogers. She's gone the whole way as well, just like Jocelyn. Come on out to the ballpark. That sun just starting to peek through. We're going to get some sunshine. We're on our way to 80 degrees, allegedly, today. It's a little cool right now. Just fine on my walk to the ballpark this morning, though. Lifted towards left. Garcia makes the call, and she puts it away. Casto retired for the first out here in the 5th. Now batting number 4, Jocelyn Strickland. In steps Jocelyn Strickland, who got the scoring start in her last at bat with a 2-run homer to deep left center field. over but low. Ball 1 to Jocelyn.
This one and 2 o'clock.
Lillian Hagedorn waits on deck.
Oh, yeah.
Lifted to center. That carries a little bit, but Vigil now has to come in. Puts it away. First 2 gone for the War Eagles, much like the way the Heart of the Blackhawks order started in the 5th. Now batting the right fielder, Lillian Hagedorn. Up to Lillian Hagedorn to see if we can keep this 5th inning alive. Again, if you're just joining us, yes, both teams decided to wear the white pinstripes today. Grounder to short. Warden on her way to first. Quickly gone go the War Eagles here in the 5th. We head to the 6th inning. War Eagles still lead at 3-0. Leading it off for the Blackhawks, first baseman Tegan Mahurin. So in steps Tegan Mahurin. She's got at least 1 and I believe 2 hits on the night. I don't have the box up. She stands in leading off this 6th. The old famous Yogi Berra saying it gets late early around here. All of a sudden, we are in the 6th. Quickly played an hour and 11 minutes of this one. That one looped to left, right at Destiny Soriano. She puts it away. Well hit, but out for Mahurin, and the first out of the inning. Next batter is the pitcher, Abigail Rogers. Abigail Rogers stands in. She's pitched 5 good innings for the Blackhawks. She's looking for her team to put some runs on the board, trying to help her own cause right here. Change up from Jocelyn, floats up and out. Ball 1. Subtle wind shift, Coach Tinsley and Mr. Pittman. It was blowing out of the east. You can now see our more typical southerly wind right here. Swings through that one, does Abigail Rogers. Count evens at 1. And that is the normal wind here at the ballpark. The wind generally helps a ball out to the left field side.
Not only does he do all the softball stuff, but he's our meteorologist here.
Wind's out of the south now at 5 miles an hour. I mean, it's a curse when you feel like you just have to say something, right? Like, it's much better for the world if I don't, but I just can't do it. 2 and 2 the count. Yeah, terrible. Fouled down the right field line and out of play. If I wanted this kind of abuse, I'd just stay home with my wife. If you're listening, babe, I love you, and I'm kidding. Sails high, 3 and 2 now the count. Pitcher on pitcher battle right here. Full count, 1 out. Fisted foul and out of play. Rogers stays alive. Jocelyn stays in the at-bat. Every base runner critical at this point. 3 runs is not a comfortable lead by any means. Fisted foul off the netting again. Blackhawks are going to come right back and play Harbor right after this one. War Eagles are going to take a game off. Then they're going to play back-to-back at noon and 2. Going to face Scranton at noon, Farmington at 2. Time called by the hitter. Jocelyn will reset. We'll do the full count again. Grounded towards second. Another nice play by Mayhew. Throws it from her knees. Does she get her? She does. Put a star by that one. Mayhew with a dive to the bare hand side. Throws it from her knees and gets the runner by a step. Nice work there by Izzy Mayhew. He's had a nice night defensively, or a nice morning over there defensively.
There's 3 really good plays by her so far.
I mean, one of them unable to make the play on the leadoff hitter Vigil, but similar looking play to that one right there. Able to make that throw from her knees and connect it for the out. That's a big out here, second out of the inning. Pinch hitter for the Blackhawks, number 21, Haley Good. Base is empty and 2 outs. War Eagles, or Blackhawks, excuse me, go to the pinch hitter, Haley Good. Strong looking right-handed hitter. Maybe looking for something extra base power with the bases empty and 2 outs. 1-1 the count. Swings through that one up in the zone from Jocelyn. Noble work out there by Izzy Mayhew at second. That one stays just a little bit high for Jocelyn. That's been the miss today. When she has missed, is up. Not getting any benefit of the call that the letters are above. 3-1 now the count on the pinch hitter, Haley Good. Jocelyn stays in the strike zone. Good fouls it away. Full count, 2 outs. 3-0 here with 2 outs in the 6th. That one floated just outside the outside corner. Doesn't get the extra edge. Good's going to draw a walk. The runner at first is number 12, Kennedy Carey. So we had a pinch hitter for the DP, and now the flex has entered for the pinch hitter. So just kind of interesting little twist there. Now batting number 7, Paisley Tillman. Yeah, and we don't get communicated what the sub is. So, like, you would assume that you would have the DP would re-enter coming outside of that. But for now, you don't have to. Like, Kennedy Carey the flex can be in this position. That one yanked foul. Jumped on that one. Did the 9-hole hitter, Paisley Tillman. Hits it out onto the sidewalk. Just a strike, 1-1 the count. Here comes the sun. Snap throw by Carly. Runner back. 2-1 the count. 2 outs at the inning. Kennedy Carey is on at first. Want to take care of this one too. Don't want to get to the top of the order, and Lexi Vigil coming up next. Here's Jocelyn's 2-1. That one sails high. 3-1 the count. Jocelyn doing a little landscaping out there. Just mentally doing a check right here to make that adjustment. Ball high again. Ball 4. Tillman walks. Over to second goes Kennedy Carey, and we're at the top of the order in Lexi Vigil. Next batter is the center fielder, Lexi Vigil.
Tying run comes to the plate.
Now danger all of a sudden, right? You know, you get a couple base runners along the way. Leadoff hitter is up. Garcia on deck, already has a double today. Looped towards center. Here comes Matty Hughes, makes a diving play. 2 diving plays by the War Eagles in that one. Down go the Blackhawks. No damage done. 2 are left. We head to the bottom of the 6th. We still lead it 3-0. Eagles number 24, Carly Earl. So it is Earl, Gaffney, and Mayhew. Here in the bottom of the 6th, War Eagles looking for insurance. Just a 3-run lead that we'll have to protect as we go to the 7th. First one floated over for a strike. Strike 1 against Carly Earl. That one that lifted foul.
There's the
I mean,
sound
sometimes
effects.
you got to step up. I mean, when it's the 6th inning, you need runs. You got to break out the boing boing splash.
That's why I told Eric, I see he's got cows mooing, he's got windshields breaking.
0-2 the count to Carly. Good job staying alive. Ball off the outside edge right there, Carly. 0-2 the count. Good power from the right-hand side. Carly stands in. Swing and a miss at a changeup. Good pitch by Rogers. Fooled her on pace. First out of the inning. Now batting, number 22, Sydney Gaffney. And if you're going to ask, you can just put a hit down already in advance, depending on what Sydney does here, as far as I'm concerned. Sydney stands in from the right side. Found her way on last time. Over the outside edge, but low. Ball 1 to Sydney. Sad sacrifice bunt. First at bat of the game. Questionable hit last time up.
Questionable error.
Found her way on and scored the run. Scored the 3rd run of the ball game. Chases that one up in the zone a little bit. 1-1 the count. She can hear her dad in her ear right now saying there's only one way to hit the riser, and that's to not swing at it. Off the outside edge. 2-1 the count. Sydney, one of these 4 War Eagle seniors we talk about that's been on the field, all 4 of them since they were freshmen, been in the lineup together, growing up together. Fouls that one straight back. 2-2 the count. Sydney not continuing her softball career next year, but she's going to Samford University and going to be in their sports industry program. She's going to stay in athletics. Foul backing out of play.
Say she wants to be an agent or work with NIL.
Yeah,
or-
there are a couple different ways she looked at it. I mean, I think she'd like to be an agent and negotiate NIL deals for athletes. There's a couple different ways she can go with it, though. She can go on the finance side, marketing side. Swings and misses of that one. Second out of the inning. Now batting, second baseman, Izzy Mayhew. And we mentioned some of those old adages of baseball, softball earlier. One of them is you make a great play, you hit the next inning. And here's Izzy Mayhew. After a great diving play in the top of the inning, she gets a chance to come up and hit. Mentioned she's been in left field a lot, which I don't know that she's comfortable in. She hasn't done it a lot. She certainly looks comfortable today over at second base. Couple nice diving stops on ground balls. She bunts that one, gets it on the ground. It's a good one. On to first. Nicely played by the third baseman, Paisley Tillman. Picks it up, scoops it on the run. Nothing doing for the War Eagles. We head to the seventh, leading it 3-0.
Three, two, count. There's 2 outs.
Leading off for the Blackhawks, left fielder Tilly Garcia. Jocelyn has gone the whole way in order to finish this one up. She's going to have to go through the heart of the Blackhawk order. 2, 3, 4, Garcia, Warden, and Whalen coming up in this one. It is Scranton Gravett. That is the last game of the day, to answer Coach Tinsley's question. Ball high from Jocelyn. Jocelyn has scattered 5 hits. She's escaped a couple of innings. Had some help from her friends on defense last time. Swings through that one. 1-1 the count. Garcia 1 for 3 with a double. Again, sails high. Just have to credit Jocelyn right here for just kind of gutting through this one a little bit. She's had that consistent miss up. There it is again, 3-1 the count. Just finding a way as a senior just to be tough enough to finish this one up.
I'm guessing she probably won't pitch the next game.
I wouldn't think so, but,
Yeah.
you know, it could be Carly who's catching this one. That one looped foul by Garcia and out of play. Opportunity for Belle Newman probably to get some work today. Because, again, you want to win every game on the schedule, but you get 3 games today and you've got conference play coming up this week. You know, those are the ones you're going to care most about. That one looped foul down the right field line also. Full count again. Good response by Jocelyn. Fell behind in the count. Peppered the strike zone a couple times. Count is full to Garcia, leading off the 7th. Drilled towards third, right at Libby Casto. She puts it away hard, hit but out. First out of the inning for the War Eagles. little miscommunication there. Now batting second baseman, Zaylee Warden. In steps Zaylee Warden, right where you want her with the bases empty. Change up in the turf. Joss is hunting for it a little bit right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's done great work to this point. Early morning at the ballpark. We mentioned having travel ball flashbacks, 8 a.m. pool play games. It's a unique combination of great memories and PTSD. That one drilled to right. In comes Hagedorn, and she scoops it up. War Eagle defense has come to play bright and early this morning. Nicely done by Lillian Hagedorn. Now 2 gone, and Blackhawks are down to their final out. Next batter's the catcher, Mackenzie Whalen. That one over but low. When you play clean defensively behind a pitcher like that, it does so much. Just not to keeping that extra traffic off the bases. Lifted towards left. Destiny says she's got it, and she does. That's going to do it for this one.